Hey, it's Candus, and in this week's tips and tricks, I'm going to teach you why it's important if you have invoiced a customer and you realize they are not going to pay you for it, why it's important to create a credit memo over just deleting the invoice. So come look over my shoulder and I'll show you how. All right, so let's go into our customer and pull up an invoice. So we're going to go in the customer center. And we're going to go to Adam's Candy Shop. I only say it like that because it's the guy I'm always picky when I give you guys these examples, or well, frequently anyway. Okay, so when you're inside of Adam's Candy Shop and say that they and you have decided that they are not going to pay their invoice for whatever reason it is, you're going to go in and you're going to open it up. We're going to use this example of the $150 invoice. Yes, you can go in. I just want to give you this information. Yes, you can go in and go edit, delete, or void. The problem with that is it's going to go and it's going to void it in December of 2018, December 15th. Well, let's just say you're now in January, February, March, or a different quarter. What's going to happen is if you just delete it, it goes back to that time frame. But if you create a credit memo, it applies it into the current time frame. So if you have sales tax, especially if you have sales tax, and you've paid the sales tax in December, and now you are in the next year and quarter, and you're getting ready to do another tax return, if you just go in and delete that invoice, and it had tax on it, this one doesn't, but if it did, you end up messing up your sales tax. You don't really get that credit. You paid it in the previous time frame, and you didn't receive it, but you just deleted it. So that's why you want to create a credit memo. So I hope that made sense. So you're going to create a right here, you're going to click on Refund/Credit, and you're going to want to pick the time frame you're in. So we're going to use an example as if we are in January, and we're going to put in here per Candus. You're going to put in whatever notes you would want to make sure you remember why you're giving them this credit memo. So I'm just putting in a note that the customer is not going to pay, so we need to write it off. Then you're going to click Save and Close. It's telling me it's 30 days in the future. For this example, I'm just going to click Yes. So then it asks you, okay, you have a credit. Do you want to keep the credit? Do you want to give the customer a refund? Or do you want to apply it to the invoice? In this example, I actually want to apply it to the invoice because they're not going to pay it. I select the invoice that I want. It's check marked. I click Done. And now this shows it's been paid. I'm going to click Save and Close. And what you'll see is I have my invoice as a zero balance, and it shows my credit, and it shows the date I did the credit. Making sure that the credit you're doing, you want to make sure it's in the correct time frame, especially if you have sales tax. You want it to be in the current time frame you're currently in, so that it doesn't mess up your sales tax return from the previous, because you want the sales tax return to match. Have an amazing day. If you know somebody who could benefit from this tip, please share it. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.